With the year coming to a close and most of you having some holiday time off to enjoy new indie games, we're bringing you our recommendations for the 10 best indie games coming out this December. Hey guys, it's Cody with Indie Game Pulse, where we bring you the hottest indie games with the coolest memes. Before we begin, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we release our next video. We really appreciate all of you that have already subscribed this year and chatted with us in the comments. Let's get into our top 10 games. Starting us off, Oniria Crimes is a voxel art point-and-click detective game. As you can tell from the trailer, it features a charming noir setting and a wide variety of locales and crime scenes to explore and investigate. You'll need to carefully maneuver your way through conversations to get to the bottom of each crime, and even as part of the dream world, interrogate the objects in the room where the crimes occurred. With an ethereal atmosphere and seductive soundtrack, we really think you'll enjoy Oniria Crimes when it comes to PC via Steam, all consoles, and mobile devices on December 3rd. Speaking of December 3rd, this seems to be the date this month to release indie games, with 7 of our top 10 coming out on this day. Moving on to El Hijo, a Wild West tale at our number 9 spot, this wonderfully animated spaghetti western stealth game is quickly stealing our hearts more and more every time we watch the trailer. With a strong focus on playful, non-violent gameplay, you'll hide and sneak your way through the world in search of your mother. As the story progresses, you'll continue to gain new skills, which you need to creatively combine and utilize if you want to avoid detection from lawless scoundrels. The isometric camera angle and hand-drawn art style remind us a lot of another recent indie game, Carto, and we hope El Hijo can achieve the same acclaim and success. It certainly looks to be a heartwarming tale with some challenging and varied gameplay, and we can't wait to try it on December 3rd when it's released on PC via Steam and GOG, all consoles, and Google Stadia. Up next at number 8, we have a first-person exploration adventure set in the most vibrant world we've seen in a while. Call of the Sea features a 1930s island setting where you play as Nora, a woman following the trail of her missing husband. As you can see in the trailer, you'll need to solve puzzles and unravel the mystery behind not only her husband's disappearance, but who Nora is as well. We love the immersive feel of this isolated world, and look forward to seeing how the story turns out on December 8th, when Call of the Sea comes to PC via Steam and GOG, and Xbox. If you're looking for a whimsical and enchanting co-op game to play with your partner this holiday season, we actually have 2 on this list, the first of which is PHOGS. Individually controlling one side of a 2-headed dog, conveniently named Red and Blue, you'll work together and make your way through 24 levels just flooded with cartoony goodness. We watched a good bit of gameplay during the Autumn Steam Game Festival and really enjoyed what we saw. The puzzles seem challenging, but not frustratingly so, as you can usually move on to another area if you're unable to complete a certain task. If you haven't noticed from the trailer, the world in PHOGS revolves around the 3 canine essentials: food, sleep, and play. This is the debut release by Bitloom Games, and it looks like it will be tons of fun. Check it out on PC via Steam, all consoles, and Google Stadia on December 3rd. At number 6 on our list, but at the top of the list for many horror fans this month, is Morbid: The 7 Acolytes. We don't personally play too many horror games, but Morbid just has to be featured here for you to see. Playing as the last surviving striver, you'll slash your way through the 7 Acolytes, holding sway over what's left of the world. You must not let the madness prevail as you battle your way through a variety of disfigured enemies and massive boss fights, and also level your character up by completing quests and finding scattered gear and loot. Defined as a Souls-like RPG, watching your health and stamina meters will be necessary as you proceed against bigger and harder monsters. Of all the great things here in Morbid, the soundtrack especially stands out to us, being fully orchestrated and perfectly creating that dark and foreboding sense of danger. If you enjoy the horror genre or Souls-like games, you must give Morbid: The Seven Acolytes a try on December 3rd on PC via Steam and all consoles. Number 5 on our list, Tinkertown, may look and sound very similar to another game that we featured back in October in the Survivalists, but we think there are enough differences to separate the two, and that Tinkertown may, in the end, turn out to be the better game. It's an open-world multiplayer or solo sandbox RPG filled with colorful pixel art landscapes and plenty of crafting and building. One aspect that we think sets Tinkertown ahead of its competition is the ability to use magic, as they've listed a wizard as a playable style, so hopefully it doesn't all come down to just working through your crafting tree as fast and efficiently as possible. Tinkertown is releasing in early access, so expect more features as the game matures to its full release date over the next couple months. It will be available on PC via Steam on December 3rd, with plans for Mac, Linux, and console releases in the future. Coming in at number 4 is a game that somehow slid under our radar until the very last minute, but we're so grateful to have caught it because Worms Rumble looks like an absolute blast. Pardon the pun. Combining a 32-player battle royale spin with the classic Worms gameplay we all love, this looks like one hectic load of fun. You'll finally be able to battle your worms in real time, as opposed to the classic turn-based gameplay, and there will be solo and squad last man standing and team deathmatch modes to choose from. There will also be community challenges and seasonal events, likely rewarding you with additional cosmetics or XP. Cross-platform play will be available at launch, so be sure to recruit your console and PC buddies to your squad. If you've enjoyed playing Worms in the past, which I think almost every gamer has, you should definitely give Worms Rumble a shot on December 1st on PC and PlayStations 5 and 4. Moving into our top 3 games coming out this month, first up we have Monster Sanctuary, which combines the Metroidvania and monster taming genres and is releasing version 1.0 on December 8th. The game has been consistently upgraded during early access based on player feedback, and we expect this to continue going forward based on the developers' interactions with the community so far. 2 things in particular really set this game apart as something special in our opinion. Firstly, each monster has its own individual skill tree, in which you can choose which abilities to upgrade, and there are also ultimate abilities which are unlocked at level 40. We love the idea of personalizing each monster rather than simply evolving them, and you're able to make your own playstyle out of it. And secondly, and perhaps most importantly, there's PvP turn-based combat, complete with community leaderboards. We can envision the PvP aspect making this game a staple for years to come. You can begin collecting your monsters on December 8th on PC, Mac, Linux, and all consoles. Our penultimate game is the planetary base builder and terraformer called Per Aspera. In this, you control an artificial intelligence tasked with terraforming Mars into a habitable environment for humans. Using actual data from NASA, Per Aspera seeks to portray the planet as close to real life as possible, while also introducing some sci-fi narratives. This game features a strong focus on building a compelling story, in which you'll have the option to form relationships with human counterparts back on Earth, or you can choose to go another route. You may also uncover what's become of earlier attempts at colonization. Choices will abound in your attempt to make a new home for humanity, and we picture this as a game with very high replayability. If you enjoy city builders or space-themed games, you should definitely try Per Aspera on PC via Steam on December 3rd. At our number 1 spot, we have Haven, a lovely solo or co-op story which we've been looking forward to for most of the year. We recently featured Haven in another video, so to mix things up, we'll be using this alternative artistic trailer. The story in Haven revolves around two lovers, U and K, who have left everything behind and traveled alone to a distant planet to form a life together. Throughout the story, you'll explore this new world, discovering fantastic creatures, resources, and upgrades for your ship, and all the while, you'll work to deepen your relationship together. The developer, the game bakers, want the conversation and tone of the relationship to be as realistic and true as possible, so don't expect just a star-crossed lover's tale, but some difficult conversations and arguments too. One aspect of the game that this beautiful trailer does not show off is the combat, which features timing mechanics between the two characters that you'll need to learn and master to best utilize their strengths. We think playing Haven co-op with a friend or partner will make this a truly special experience. Haven looks to be a wonderful breath of fresh air to wrap up this gloomy 2020 year, and you can play it on PC via Steam and GOG and all consoles on December 3rd, with the Nintendo Switch and PS4 releases coming in early 2021. Thank you so much for watching our top games of December. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you can be notified when we release our next video. We look forward to hearing your thoughts on these or other games in the comments below. Check out our other videos on your screen now, and we'll see you on the other side.